We move on in our 2023 deadline previews today with a buyer, and that's the Boston Bruins. I'm going to cut right to the chase. Of course, Boston is first in the league by a decently long shot. They are 39-7-5 for 83 points. They have scored 192 goals and have only let in 111. And as it goes for cap space, they have 33,000. When you look at the free agents, that might sound panicking. However, they're likely going to move some players out, 100%. Not all these players are going to stay. So let's get the longer list out of the way with the unrestricted free agents. Starting off with David Pastrnak. He's obviously one of the more interesting players in this year's free agency market. Obviously, one of the better players for the Boston Bruins and the NHL. And there has been a lot of controversy lately on whether or not he's going to sign a contract. It does look like it's moving in the right direction, but it's going to cost the Boston Bruins. When you look at these other free agents, you have Craig Smith here, you have Nick Foligno, Patrice Bergeron, Tomas Nosek, David Krejci, Connor Clifton, and Vinny Lettieri as other free agents as well. It's going to be really interesting to see who they sign, but they may have to let most of, if not all of these players go if they want to re-sign Pastrnak. Which could prove to be very interesting for Boston because Craig Smith, Nick Foligno, Tomas Nosek, and David Krejci are four players who have been very significant to this team, not even including Patrice Bergeron. We will see what the Boston Bruins do, but even though they are buyers, I don't really expect them to do much of anything. You take a look at the 2023 RFAs, you have Trent Frederic, who also is a pretty solid rookie, so he could get a decent contract. You have Jacob Lauko, and then you have Jeremy Swayman as well. The backup goalie who has kind of been iffy this season. He hasn't been bad, but he hasn't been himself, I guess. So we'll see if they sign him to a pretty decent contract as well. I would imagine some of those players that we mentioned might actually get traded in the trade deadline, depending on who Boston is going out to get. Additionally, the Bruins also do have draft picks to their advantage. They have one first-round pick, no second-round pick, one third-round pick, one fourth-round pick, one fifth-round pick, one sixth-round pick, and 2 sevenths. So they do have some picks to work with, as well as prospects are also proving to be maybe trade pieces as well. Fabian Lysell has come up in rumors lately as teams are interested in him, like the Vancouver Canucks, for example, and Matthew Poitras is also getting interest as well. I probably said that wrong. So when it comes to buying at this year's deadline, what does this team really need? They have a really solid forward core, even though Patrick Kane is mixed in with those trade rumors, and obviously the David Pastrnak drama. This forward core is still elite. And the goaltending is also really good too. Linus Ullmark having a historic season. The defense is kind of where I do have some concerns. I'm not saying it's necessarily a bad defense, but players like Matt Grzelcyk and Brandon Carlo have had injury concerns in the past. So maybe, just maybe, they'd look at adding another defenseman this year's deadline. Obviously, last year they added Hampus Lindholm to this blue line, and then before that they added Taylor Hall to that forward core, and then their other big acquisition was actually in 2018 with Rick Nash. So the expectation here for Don Sweeney is to make a pretty decent move, so we will see what the Boston Bruins will do. Honestly, I'm kind of up in the air about it. So yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you all very much for watching. For all your supporters lately, I really do appreciate it. So subscribe down below if you're new. Next one will be the Buffalo Sabres. If you want to go check out the Coyotes and the Ducks, they're both out on my channel. But yeah, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Adios.